What's poppin', internet? Welcome to an episode of Synced Up Impressions, the show where we give our thoughts on the latest and greatest games coming out in the gaming world. Today we're going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077. We got our hands on it. We've both played quite a bit of it. I think
First time that's happened.
Yeah, I think
We
I'm
both
at the
have knowledge.
I think I'm at the 14-hour mark. I can check my
Jeez.
my thing. Yeah, I've played quite a lot. I just made it to Act 2. Haven't done a lot in Act 2, but I've done quite a bit. I'm going to be on the sticks today, and Mike's going to ask me questions about what I think about the game, what I think about the combat.
Heads up. So there's about 14 hours worth of spoilers.
Yeah.
At least for the footage you'll see on screen. I don't know how deep we'll get into talking about it, but
Yeah. I'm going to try to stick to minor side quests that don't have very many story beats. They have a thing called a gig, which is more of just like a regular thing. I'm going to try to stick to those for when I'm actually playing the game. But no, now I switch over, click the thing. Got a new person behind the thing. We good? Can they see the game? All right, now we're going to get right into it.
Okay.
Cyberpunk 2077. It's here. It's out. The messiah of the gaming world, as people thought.
8 years in the making.
8 years in the
from what we
making.
understand. Now,
May 2012 when
big
it was
question.
first revealed.
Worth the delays?
Was it worth the delays? That depends on like in what.
What were the? Do you think the delays were? Well, honestly, did they even delay it enough? You know.
I don't think they. Frankly, I don't think they did. We probably will in this short period of time while we're playing. See some of
At
the
least
bugs.
one bug.
It's pretty much impossible to not run into any bugs. Oh, I didn't track that. I just clicked it because
I do that all the time.
it. There's just so many. They're so prevalent, and a lot of times they're not game breaking. They're just goofy. But they're still there.
I think a lot of the reviewers said it right when it kind of takes you out of the moment sometimes. There was a scene between V and a prominent character in an elevator, right? And I had killed somebody in the elevator, and their body kept glitching while they was trying to be an important moment.
Yeah, I
And
had that.
It's like stuff like that.
Had that same thing. I think I know exactly what you're talking
about.
I think
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
It's just things like that that kind of take you out of the moment sometimes in the game, and I think that's why a lot of reviewers were kind of like, it's good, but it's hard to get really into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're taking out a lot.
I do, I do agree on that front. There, like, sometimes, there's just scenes where you're supposed to be. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to be. I'll take this out. There's scenes where you're not supposed, or where you're supposed to be having like an emotional moment, and then something goofy. There's like a scene with your friend, what's his name, Jackie, where you're talking in like his girlfriend's house or whatever, and he's just floating. You're supposed to be talking to him, and he's just floating there.
Yep.
I've had some glitches where like there was a doorway that I couldn't get through. Now that one was kind of game breaking, but luckily I spent 5 minutes just like dashing and jumping over and over again to get through.
Yeah,
but
I had one that was it was one of the beginning missions with Jackie, and Jackie was just standing in a doorway, and I couldn't get past him, so I had to reload the save, and then try the mission again, and then it worked fine. A lot of things like that. I was talking to Chance earlier. He talked about a bug he had where he stepped off the curb and died from fall damage.
Yeah, at full health.
I had a glitch earlier where my health, you can see it in the top left, what is it, like 160 out of 160, whatever yours is, I don't know.
Mine's 150.
150? Okay. Yeah, mine just said 0 out of 0 for like an hour. And it was as soon as you hit the second act, so I thought like maybe something had changed in the gameplay. Maybe I was invincible. Just turns out I couldn't see my health. And I just died when I took enough damage.
I had the 0-0 glitch as well, except for I never died, but I did have it where I was like, I guess I'm immortal now.
Yeah, did you assume the same thing?
Yeah.
Because it was after you get something changes, and you're like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I died and it fixed it. A lot of bugs like that. Nothing has like. Well, one time I had to restart my save. But besides that, it's okay. The game's still really good without the bugs, in my opinion.
Yeah, or with the bugs.
Or yeah. With the bugs in consideration.
The majority of the things that I'm seeing with the bugs, at least, is that they're all fixable. So I mean,
we
assume so.
A lot of times when you're coding, you can fix something and break something else.
Yeah, this is true.
So it's not really safe to assume that everything will be fixed instantly. But it's still fun. You're still able to get a lot of the same story beats. The gameplay feels pretty good.
I agree.
Most of what I like about the game comes in the form of the world and the characters so far.
Yeah, I will say that is one of the things that one of the high points in this game for me. What's that same mission? I'm not doing this shit again. One of the high points for me
Mhm.
specifically is the fact that the world feels so like lived in.
Yeah, I think that's what Chance said yesterday too. Feels very
Real, yeah.
alive, and it feels like you're in, the world of Cyberpunk. You're
Yeah.
in Night City.
I will say though, these more outskirt areas, like the one I'm in right now, feel a little less alive. They feel more traditional,
Or Los
open,
Santos.
yeah, more open world. I just hit that sign. But when you're deep in Night City itself proper, like those skyscrapers over there, when you're in that, it really feels like there's just so many NPCs running around. There's shops, people are talking. I don't think I've heard a repeated dialogue line. Maybe I'm not thinking about it enough.
Yeah, and the main storyline has some pretty good. I like the main storyline a lot so far.
So do I.
Um,
You know, you got your different gangs, your different factions, and people in the story. I'm digging the story. I'm invested, for the most part in the story. I think.
I wish the beginning of the game, so you get to choose between 3 different classes. It's like Street Kid, Nomad, or Corpo. I wish there was a little more diversity in how the game played out.
Like post the intro.
Yeah, because it's like you have an introduction to the game, and then after that, it's all kind of the same. And where it changes is you have different dialogue options every now and then. Maybe there's more variety down the line, or in the end game. But I wish there was a little more variety there.
Yeah, I also agree. Man, I can't connect to this.
See, that's why you level up everything.
What do I need for that? What symbol is that?
And,
That's intelligence.
see, I'd be able to do that.
I'm gonna level up intelligence. I was trying to hack it so I could get some cash. Those little things. That's how you get cash. You hack these little things. Little access points.
One of many ways to get.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get cash. There is a lot going on in this game.
There is so much. If you just zoom out and look at everything,
Yeah, like
there's
on the map.
there's 1,000 items to pick up on the ground. There's
You know, as you see.
there's just so much.
Boom. Here you go.
There's so much to do, which is cool. I know a lot of people want to get a lot of mileage out of this game, but it can be a little distracting,
Yeah, I like being able to filter these things out though too, so you can find what you want.
As someone who's, I'd say addicted to cleaning out the map and doing all the side quests, it's a little daunting. We've talked about Assassin's Creed having a simpler system where it's just, you got the yellow dots, the blue dots, and the white dots.
The different dots depending on what you're trying to do.
And for some reason, that just puts me at ease more when I do it.
Yeah.
When I see a cluttered, wall like this, it's a little tougher.
What I got here. This is how you.
This is how you like hack into stuff. You can use this to help hack into enemies too and weaken them.
591.
How do you feel about the combat so far?
I'm digging the combat to a certain degree. I like the combat. The gunplay doesn't feel 100% though for me. Like I know a lot of people really like the combat. Jack was talking about how he thinks the combat is like superb. But for me personally,
it feels 2016 to me.
Yeah, it doesn't feel, as modern or as fluid as it could. Whereas like a game, of course, like Call of Duty or something like that, it feels obviously a lot more better because that's what this game beat my ass. A lot better. But it's not 100% spot on. Like there's just something off about it to me. Like it's just not quite there.
There are some cool moments. I think, maybe farther down the line they'll get better because there's a interlude where you get to play as a different character who's clearly way better than your character is.
Oh yeah.
And so some of the stuff you're doing with that character is like way cooler. At least when it comes to the gunplay.
Oh yeah, just murdering.
Yeah, and so that was cool. Like, did you melee that character?
I never did.
Okay, when you melee, he would hit him with the hilt of the gun and then also shoot at the same time.
Oh dang.
It was just really cool stuff like that. And it's maybe you'll get there further down the line as you get more exotic weapons and your kit evolves and stuff like that. But as of right now, it does feel kind of underwhelming, I think.
Are you supposed to kill those guys? Oh, I was just supposed to.
Nice.
Alright, we take this too. Cool. It is quite the combat itself. I think it can be looked past though because there's just so much other good shit going on in this game.
It feels like there's so many different ways to go about playing this game. You really chose to do the most brain thinking.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
Wow, dude. Wow.
All right, whatever. I got a moderate amount. We take those. I got some crafting items.
Did you get the thing that doubles the money you get from doing those?
That's what I was looking at earlier before we started the video. Was
Oh,
I
okay.
need to grab that
Yeah.
so I can get more money. I'm trying to buy all these cars. I want to get all these cars. There's a lot of cars in the game, but I haven't fucked with any of them. I'm still driving my, like you hit right on the D-pad, I'm still driving my shitty old
My
clunker,
car's busted.
clunker from the beginning. My car's doing all right, but pretty jank. In terms of other stuff though, at least the story so far, I'm in Act 2. The story is pretty poppin'. I'm in for that. The open world, obviously we talked about, is pretty good, and there's a ton of shit. Like I'm just gonna go in here. I still don't understand what these three. Talk about that after. That's a little spoilery, but
Yeah.
like you got your crafting. You can craft all kinds of shit.
Have you really gotten into the crafting at all?
I've crafted several things. Like I've crafted a sniper and I've crafted like some ammo and stuff. I'm trying to upgrade. Like as you can see, if you go to my character, I've upgraded my technical ability up to level 8 because I'm trying to unlock more crafting stuff. And I've been.
See, I feel like I haven't crafted anything I needed yet. It's
Yeah.
kind of how I feel right now.
I was reading places and just by looking at these, it just seems like if I upgrade crafting, it can become pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like the crafted items will just be way better than non-crafted items. So that's what I'm kind of going for here in my character. Like focusing on crafting and focusing on like increasing my damage and stuff output with like guns and whatnot. But
Yeah.
just to talk about here, we haven't got the Manus Blades trailer. I don't know where we get those, but I haven't got them. This damn skill tree is
ridiculous.
insane because you have your 5 different attributes. The 6th one that pops up that doesn't really tell you what it is. I imagine this is sort of story moment later. And there's multiple ways to level up. You can level up regular just by getting XP and doing quests and whatnot. But just in this the Skyrim method here, you can see my skill progression on crafting is level 2. And if I upgrade it, I'll get a perk point. So if I craft more stuff, I'll get a perk point, and as I go reduce crafting, there's another perk point. That's how you get perk points. Perk points you spend on these things within the trees. So reflexes has handguns, assault weapons and blades, body, athletics, annihilation, street brawler, breach protocol, quick hacking and intelligence, and stealth and cold blood, and the coolness factor. Also with each tree having their own other little thing as well. Increase crit damage, increase resistances, increase stealth.
I will say there is so many different trees that it always feels like I'm upgrading something. Like every time I do like some offhand mission, something gets leveled up.
Yeah,
and it feels good. It feels rewarding to constantly be progressing.
Yeah, I'm getting my handguns here,
Mm-hmm.
increasing recoil, getting perk points. It's just nice to get. I don't know. Okay, that's just like my level of it.
Yeah.
There's like, but obviously you can level it up pretty damn far. It's hard for me to see because there's all these lights.
You get
but
the lights and the brightness on the TV.
My visual settings are based on a different television, but yeah, within these trees, there's all kinds of shit, and it's a little Borderlandsy in some areas. For example, I think the most prominent one is in technical ability and engineering.
Talking about Cold Blooded.
Yeah, where's that at?
It's in Cold Blooded. Bottom right.
Shit.
Hooligan, bro.
It's right here. You talking about this one? Yeah. So like you have like this thing here. You can get stacks of cold blood, and then you can upgrade that 3 times to get 3 stacks. And then you have this other skill that gives you extra thing based on how many stacks of cold blood you have. Anyone who's played Borderlands knows that that's very like on par with what that type of game does. And these skill trees kind of feel that same way. But man, is there a fuck ton of skills, and I don't think there's any possible way that you could fill out all of these. There's just no way. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the max level's 20.
For each.
No, just 20 for this one. I'm pretty sure that's what Chance said. He either said 20 or 50, which is 2 very different numbers.
I think it's got to be 50.
But even if it is 50, like that's so I don't know. There's just no way, especially because like to get these.
It's kind of a side note. I hate when games don't let you fill out
like all the trees. Yeah, like a personal thing.
Yeah. Like, it's just a person. Like, I want to be able to max out my character. Even if I have to grind, if it takes a lot of time, I understand. But at least there's that option. Giving me the option to never be able to have.
Yeah. You might be able to. I'm just not 100%.
But that's me being picky. I don't think that's a problem with the game.
I will say in Act 1, to go onto a different note besides the skill tree and stuff, in Act 1, I wasn't really feeling the side quests all that much. But now that I've gotten into Act 2 and I've got more of these side quests, they feel more Witcher compared to the side quests in Act 1 at least. And what I mean by that is like they feel flushed out. They feel kind of like main quests. They feel like big, notable things that aren't just fodder for you to do over and over again.
Yeah.
That's the classic Witcher thing that everyone loved about CD Projekt Red back in the day. Trying to find another gig that we can do. Sure, we'll go with that. And then the gigs are more of your traditional open world side quest. They're like just generic.
guys.
Like you've seen what I did a second ago. I just went, I killed some dudes, and then I left, and that was pretty much it.
What has been your favorite part of this game so far?
I think my favorite part of this game just has to be the characters, just the characters and the interactions between the characters. I talked to Mama Wells or whatever, and I did her quest line. I don't know if you've done that yet.
I've not.
That quest line made me really enjoy. There was like more characters, stuff that happened with them, that made me enjoy those interactions and those characters more. And the characters feel fleshed out. They feel memorable. Like there was a character that popped up from the very beginning of like my intro that you never see again. This guy sent me a text message. Oh yeah, I guess that fighting guy that I got my ass kicked several times by. But Regina Jones call me. She's the lady who gives you your gigs, which are the generic ones.
Yeah, my favorite part so far is definitely the dialogue questions, or the dialogue trees you can take.
Yeah.
You know, being able to pick different options. Not that that's a new thing, but it is nice that there's, you know, options behind. If you're level 6 in coolness, you can say a different line, or technical ability, anything like that. Or if you're a corpo agent, obviously you could say something else.
Yeah, I have
certain circumstances.
Pretty much every time I see the street kid option, I pick it.
Yeah,
just to see.
Me too. I really enjoy that.
Destroy the glitter lab. I just gotta kill some people because I can do that. I'm pretty good at that. What's up, guys?
So we are pretty privileged to be able to play this on the Xbox Series X, compared to the One and the PS4.
And that was the thing I wanted to talk about. This game on the Xbox One or the PS4 base levels, I'm not sure about the Pro or the One X. Just seems like a completely different game. And virtually, honestly, unacceptable to a degree of like how rough it actually looks. Just with the insane amount of pop-in, load times.
Yeah, frame rate being low.
Yeah, being
low resolution. And
720p.
Yeah, I think for fans like our friend Jack, who this has been his game. He's only for it. He's such a diehard. It's gonna be fine for him. If you're casually interested in this game, and you're looking at playing on the base PS4 or something, I don't think it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah, I think you just gonna have to wait till next gen, man, or get a PC or something like that.
Because I've already seen that from a lot of people who said, yeah, I got it on PS4. It's almost unplayable for me.
I mean, yeah, pretty much is. BD. Win this shit again.
Come on, chess boy.
Need 55, and then another 55, and then a BD, and a 55. So I'll go boom, I'll go boom, I'll go boom, and then
there you go.
So I got 2 of those. That's nice. That's nice. I got legendary quick hack opponent. Those are useful.
I don't either.
I haven't unlocked it.
There's also just so much stuff. You pick up so many things.
I'll actually go into my inventory. That's something I want to talk about.
Is your backpack empty right now?
No.
Alright, let's take a look at it. That was like one of the first things I did was upgrade my backpack space. How many guns you got?
I just recently dismantled a bunch, but I still have a ton, as you can see.
Yeah.
Apparently this gun sucks ass. Well, I'll put a silencer on it so the damage is lower. But yeah, I got. See, the problem is this is one of my main issues with this game. Is I want to look like
you might not want to change clothes.
I want to. Oh yeah, you're right.
You did it again, bro.
I want to look like a bad bitch, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, I want to look awesome. I want to look cool. But
there's also stats on the stuff.
Yeah. And that just sucks. And like, obviously, see here, this has 6 more armor than the other one, but at the same time, it's like, it looks so much shittier. Than the other one. And then the same goes for other things. Like, I don't have any hats because I dismantle them. But like, when you put on a hat, it like completely gets rid of your hairstyle, and there's no way to like hide the hat. Yeah. And that sucks.
Same with like masks. Yeah. I agree. I end up just picking whatever I think looks best. Yeah. I haven't gone for anything that. I got lucky and found a suit that works with what I was wearing, so I can get extra stats.
Like these boots. Like I don't want to wear these. These look terrible. They look god awful, but it has better armor. But I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna disassemble these. I don't want them out of my inventory, and that's how I'm feeling. I just more recently, like I haven't even gone into these. I've never seen this menu. I don't even know what this is.
Total play time, 15 hours. There you go.
Yeah. Crazy.
Go to your backpack.
My backpack. Probably got a lot of. Yeah. Here you go. Here you go, dude.
There's so much stuff in there you're just never gonna know anything about.
And only recently did I find out about this, that I could just do this.
Yeah, you
equip
didn't know you could
attachments.
put attachments on
I know
stuff?
I could, but I didn't know how to do it. And then the same with weapon mods, like how I told you I put a silencer on this one. That is a recent development, because I was like trying to figure out how do I get attachments, because I would go into my crafting menu, wherever the hell that is. Where's the craft? I'm in combat. I can't craft.
Oh,
right
okay.
now. I'll go into my crafting menu to try to craft, and I couldn't craft anything. But only recently did I find out about like being able to change these. I knew I could do it from the tutorial, but I just forgot about it.
Bro, you haven't even brought up that you can also cybernetically enhance your character too.
Yeah, with this menu.
Yeah.
Only I went to the Ripper doc after I paid him back, because you owe one of them money, and I was like, oh yeah, completely forgot about this system in the game.
Yep.
And it's actually notable. Like this one gives me extra 20 armor. This one, when my health drops to 15%, I damage people around me to 20% of their max health. Like that's super good. This increased my carrying capacity by 20%. That cost me like $500, and I was like, wow, I'm just gonna get this really quick. And I
There's
just
just
completely
so much
spaced on it.
stuff.
Completely spaced on it. But you can get all these upgrades. I don't have any because I don't have a lot of money. I'm trying to get more. But like, there's all these upgrades to nervous system, immune system, circulatory system, and they do all kinds of different stuff. You can upgrade your eyeball. You can equip mods in here. I just equipped this one. Highlight enemies who have detected you. This one lets you see like your explosion radius of your grenade. I have a skill that lets me do that. That's why I don't have that in there. But like each of these have specific mods you can get. Like there is just so much stuff in this game. Give time if you want. Can't do it right now. It actually gives time quite quickly. Like it's like 0.2 seconds. It's super fast, which is kind of shocking. But I doubt it's that fast on the old gen consoles. I think that's something we always need to make people aware of, that if you're playing on old gen, you're just not going to have the same experience that I'm having. It's not going to be nowhere near as cool, really.
Yep.
Ready? Wait, no, this. I'm gonna see it. See it. Oh fuck.
What were you thinking, dog?
Dude, I don't know, man.
You had it, dude.
Sometimes I still don't fully understand how that thing works.
Makes perfect sense.
But let's finish this.
You get 4 shots.
See, like this is what I'm kind of talking about sometimes, like in terms of the combat, of like.
Oh
it's
yeah,
just not
there's sometimes where like, maybe this is more on the AI side. The AI will either like charge at me and just like destroy me and kill me super quick, or they'll just stand there.
And I'll just blast them. And nothing. It doesn't feel like anything is happening.
Same with the stealth. Sometimes I feel like I have to walk like half a mile away from them, around them, to get, get off a stealth kill. Or sometimes I could be like right beside them and they still won't see me. So
yeah, it's like sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. It really just doesn't. It's not 100%. What I gotta do here? Oh, the Heisenberg was cool. For the equipment, like glitter.
Is there any other big things we're missing?
I don't really think so. There's a lot of shit to grab all the time. I think we kind of already talked about that a little bit. Like as you can see, you do this little highlight mode. Pops up these little boxes. You run around, you grab all kinds of shit. Like I run around pressing the X button
Constantly, dude.
So much. Dirty skill. I feel like I should have just stood here, but enemies have been away. How do I get? I gotta go back up. Good guy. It's hard for me to see because of these lights. I'm in the dark area. Shit. Door. There you go. See, I still don't know what these little shard things are.
I just pick them up. Every single one.
Yeah, so do I, but I don't know. I don't know what this. I don't know if they're just collectible or they're just a war.
Gotta loot everybody before you run too.
You can hear me mashing X. I might as well do. Like,
dude, we've done this like 5 times.
I know, I'm doing it again. I enjoy it. Here we go.
Bro, I believe it. What a dingus, dude.
I just want the third one. Large amount.
You can always get like 2 of them.
Yeah, no. I wasn't thinking that hard. I didn't want to stand forever. Dude, how do I get out of this area, dude?
What you do is you pause. And
No.
you just load last save.
Hold on. I can find my way. I can go the distance. Remember, there was a garage. There was a.
Yep, up the stairs.
Nope,
You went back to where
I
you were.
went back to where I was. Okay.
This is embarrassing, dude.
I know it is. I'm supposed to be a pro level gamer here.
Where are you going? Yeah.
But
Nope,
this has to be it.
this wasn't this where you just came from?
No, no, no.
Okay, and then you gotta go up those stairs.
Those stairs?
I don't know. Maybe I'm geeking.
I'm going this way. It seems I can't have went this way because this stuff is new. There's a camera. More cameras. Going through this way. Am I back in the? Totally am. Whatever. All right, that's enough for me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I missed. Oh, here's all those shards I pick up all the time. I don't know what they do. I haven't read any of them.
I will never. There's too many.
You can text people. You can call people. You can hold down.
That's a cool function.
You can call people if you want. Which is interesting. What else do we got? Like, is that everything? Have we covered it all? Street cred lets you buy new stuff. Lets you do other stuff. You just do missions to get street cred. But fast travel is kinda.
Oh, dude, I want to talk about that. I hate the fast travel ones.
Yeah, it's the same as in Witcher 3. Witcher 3, there was a signpost. If you wanted to fast travel to a signpost, you had to go to a different signpost. This is the same kind of thing.
It just feels archaic.
Yeah, like if I want to fast travel over here, I have to go to right here, and then I can fast travel over here. Kind of sucks. And then obviously you have to, in order to unlock these, you have to go next to them
Yeah,
for them to.
which that's
for them to
fine.
unlock.
I'm
Yeah,
cool with that.
that's not
It's
too
just
bad.
the having to go to a fast travel point to get to a point.
I haven't
Feels
went.
old.
I haven't went to any shops or anything and checked them out. I've yet to go to like a melee weapon shop. I went to the gun shop once because
Yeah,
there was a mission they
I've
forced
gone
me
to some
do.
of the gun shops. Like, it's okay.
Grabbing the food. I will say consumables I have not fucked with at all.
Nope.
I usually don't in games though. Let me see this little system here where there's like this area and then it shows you like the primary games. I don't know if that's just like exposition or if change that. I don't know. I don't know if this is fluid. I really don't know.
It feels like there's still so much more to do.
Yeah, for me to like fully get the gist of things.
Yeah.
I will say I wish there was a dedicated tap button. Instead I can go boom and then I gotta click this and then stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's just being lazy, frankly. But that's it. I think that's all. I think that's all the stuff. Unless you can think of anything else.
No, I think
Jump to
we
me.
hit most of the points. Okay. We talked about old gen, how it might not be worth it. What about current gen? Cyberpunk 2077 worth it?
Yeah, I would say it's worth it, especially if you're like in the gaming
Yeah.
culture, simply because like it's such a gargantuan release. I mean, been teased for 8 years and finally out today. Whether or not it's a complete product, that's up for debate. But I still think it's quite good.
Yeah, I think it is really good too. I think at the end of the day, it's not the 10 out of 10 masterpiece people wanted it to be.
Yeah, nah.
But I don't think it falls that short of being a good game either.
Yeah,
I think it's a really good game. I think as we get further down into the line of the game, like we said, I'm like 10 in, you're like 15 in. I think I have hopes that it's going to get a lot more expansive and more fun. I think the game's going to get more fun as I play.
Just open up, yeah.
Yeah. But until then, I think it's like 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
8.5 out of 10. Like,
I
it's a
agree.
good game.
We'll have to see how the story pans out and stuff.
Where does it land in your like game of the year status?
Nah, it's
Do
not
you
game
know?
of the year. No, it's not game of the year.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
in terms of like
does
top,
it hit your top 5?
I'll have to play more of it. It might, but I'll have to play a lot more of it.
Okay.
There's still a lot more game to. I can't really speak on that definitively quite yet. But I think that's everything.
Well,
I think
okay.
that's all the stuff. Thank you for watching, or no, I'm not. I always say watching or listening because I'm so used to the podcast.
But
thank
people
you.
can listen.
I guess they could not watch.
If
but
you have
thank-
YouTube Red, you can put on a video
and then close it.
close the screen.
Okay, well, thank you for watching or listening to this episode of Synced Up Impressions, the show where we talk about the latest and greatest games coming out. I don't know what's coming out next, so I couldn't tell you what our next Impressions video is going to be. It's probably going to be a while before our next Impressions video.
Is there nothing else coming out this month?
No. Nothing of note I can think of.
Really?
And January releases I don't really know about, so we'll have to
look into it.
have to look into it to see what our next game's going to be. But until then, we got our new episode of the podcast going up Monday, 7 a.m. Central Time Zone game, where we're going to be talking about the Game Awards, Cyberpunk Review Roundup, Cyberpunk Review Kerfluffles, and
Game Awards
trailers. A lot of stuff to be talked about on Monday, so we will talk about that and hope to see you there. Until
Thank you.
then, we'll see y'all later. Goodbye.
Bye.